everybody, my name is Maron and welcome to my channel. So first off, I'd like to thank everybody for their patience because I know I was supposed to upload this video like a few days ago, but while filming this I figured out it triggered my motion sickness like crazy, and it kind of took me a little while to figure out what actually did work for me, but yeah, here we are. And I'd like to thank everybody who downloaded this show. I got more than 100 downloads, which is crazy and I did not expect at all, so thank you very much. And I got 15 entries for this shell challenge, which I'm super excited about to show you guys right now. Now, as you can see, this is Willow Creek, and what I actually did was delete all lots in all worlds, and I'm going to dump, place, all entries in The Sims, and then you see all the towns grow with me. So yeah, I thought it would be a fun idea. And the first house I'm going to show you guys is from Mokir. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But yeah, and Mokir only used 2 packs besides the base game, which I think is pretty cool. And I thought this house would look nice in Willow Creek, so here it is. And what I love about this house is the bricks they use on the outside, because I never really used those. And it was really fun to see that one come together in this house. To me, this whole place gives a little bit more of a traditional French, cozy kind of feel, but also luxury at the same time with all the golden details. And I think they did a really nice job to make it show like it wasn't just 2 packs in this game, because, well, it doesn't really look just like that. And I love like how in the hallway they used like these paintings to make everything come together really nicely, but also add this little pop of color. So yeah, I think they did a really nice job in bringing the whole house together like that. And now it is spring in my game, so the garden looks a little bit sad, but I could just imagine them sitting here in summertime and having fun, stuff like that. Now, the scary lady and the ballerina girl made me giggle because of a challenge we had from Jessica Ray Plays a few months back to actually add those items, so it was really fun to see them come back here as well. But overall, I really love this house, and I think it looks really cool in Willow Creek. So if you like it, go download. Now next up, there's Nub Queen 23, and this is actually the first time she did a modern house, and I think she nailed it pretty good. Like from the top, you can see it's a little bit more simplified on the inside, not a lot of details and stuff like that, which I usually go for. But in this house, it really works together nicely, and the color scheme is kind of wonderful as well. Now, I do have to admit I am a sucker for the color scheme of blue tones and this wood kind of thing, so yeah. As you will also see, like, there's Eliza, and I pretty much kept all the Sims that already live somewhere on their lots, just so the town really comes together and comes alive. And I really like how she used the rainbow flag and a lot of other detail items to bring a little bit more color into the bedroom. And this view is pretty much just awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Nice whites in the back as well. And the swimming pool, well, Bob likes it. And now this build by Trini Smart had to be in Willow Creek because, well, actually the description also made it fit over here. And I think I even placed it on the lot that I built it on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I did. I really love like the wood and the brick combination and how they incorporated it into the outside of this house, but also made the roof and the fences match up together. And the brown details even go inside, which I pretty much adore. And I think it's really fun to see how, you know, you guys grabbed the same shell and gave it your old twists. Like, I would have never expected to like have the staircase over there and then like 2 doors over there to go outside into, I think it was a bedroom, bathroom. I think it's just really fun to see how you guys play with the layout and make my weird shell work. What I also think is really nice that Trini did was use this wallpaper with the leaves and use it for the living room and in the bedroom. So that way they kind of match up together and the whole house works together. Like keep the color scheme nice and easy and just translate it into the whole build. Kind of gives that sophisticated vibe. Yeah. And of course the lounge beds to get your sunburn, or well, use sunscreen so you don't get a sunburn. But yeah, they're a must-have for like the suburban home, right? And look, even the leaves from the wallpaper come back into the picture frame in the bathroom. So that's pretty smart. Smart, okay, yeah, smart. I just got that. And even the green and the frog. I mean, hello. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. And with this whole touring your shell thing, I am trying to show every aspect of your builds. So if you have a little bit more pictures or less, it's not because I don't like yours as much. It's just because I found a little bit more details in one or the other, and I did not want to leave anything out. Next up, I think you pronounce it Lauren. Not sure, but I think I will go with Lauren. Now Lauren did use Snowy Escape and I don't have that pack, so I think a little bit of the wallpaper may be missing, or one or two items, but nothing really major, so it's perfectly fine for me to tour this without any problems. Now Lauren went for a really romantic vibe, which is really cute because those windows she used, I think I never used them, and now I actually see them on the house of one of my shells, so yes, that is pretty cool. Now she also went for this romantic French's vibe, traditional-ish, and I think it really works for this one. Like there's a little fireplace and stuff like that. It's really cute. And there's even plants in the bathroom. I mean, how much greener can you get? I think that would also work for something like an eco-friendly Sims household. If that makes sense? Yeah, that makes sense. And there's a romantic little patio. Well, it's not a patio, it's a deck. Or a port? Yeah, it's a deck. But yeah, it's cute. All the time I was viewing this build, I was like, okay, that's cute, and that's cute, and that's cute. Cute is pretty much my word for this. Yeah, to describe this house. So yeah, I think she did a really nice job, and I like the look of this in Willow Creek. Now next up is, here we go, Miss Renini. Renini. I don't know how to say that. I hope I did it sort of right. And this is modern luxury at its finest, and I have to agree on that. I mean, you could easily place this for a Sims household, which is kind of above medium wage to higher class. I don't know what I'm saying, but I think you pretty much get the picture. And pretty much this whole black and white color scheme brings that up even more. It even reminds me a little bit of those black and white movies from the past, so that's pretty fun. And this house is just really classy, and it shows such a big contrast with what Lauren did, which kind of proves my point of this whole shell thing. I mean, in each and every build, I see so much character of all of you guys, which is amazing. And it just really makes me curious how many people are going to come back and do another one, and how much more I'm going to see from you guys, because this is pretty cool. I mean, this house looks so simple, but it's not. It's actually really well planned out, which I adore. Like the yellow in the bedroom comes back in the living room once again, in the paintings and the details and the little pillows on the cushions in the living room. You should watch that. I think it's more golden probably, but yeah. And this modern fencing work works really well. I mean, it's just so pretty. Look at that shine on the wooden floors, and I just, yeah, I like this one. I like all of your builds, but yeah, sometimes I have to say it. I mean, it's just another cool build. It is. Next up is Haley Spaced, and she also used Snowy Escape, but also just like a few items, so it's perfectly fine. You will not miss a whole bunch from me viewing this, but if you do have the packs, check them out for a little bit more details. Now, I mentioned it before, I'm going to mention it again. Wood and brick work together. They just do. And little plants outside and the sitting area. You can just enjoy the sun over there, which is really nice. Now this once again is one of my favorite color schemes, the greenish, bluish, teal kind of thing with wood. You can basically never go wrong with that in my opinion, and gray also works really nice together with that, and she used that in the sofas and the living room chair. It's just a cozy little pet area underneath the stairs with a little pillow and drinking bowl. And she even did like little decorations in this little hallway, which is really adorable. Now this bathroom appears to be tiny, but it's bigger than you think, which is good because I think there's a missing toilet over there, which is probably from Snowy Escape. So if you do have to pack, don't worry, there is a toilet. And this bedroom is pretty much plant mayhem, in a good way, in a really good way, because I love plants. I usually don't do so well with plants, but I love plants. And the little lighting above the door is also really cute, and you even see that from the outside, which is pretty good. And this deck is just once again really pretty, and there's this little wind thingy over there, which is cute. And the roof you had to see because there's tons of work in here you do not realize. It's all individual plants, by the way. Yeah, I checked. And next up is Paula. And Paula I know from Jessica Rae Plays builds as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for her to be doing mine too because, well, yay. And when I downloaded this, I was like, oh my god, you actually did a telescope? You put a telescope over there? Like, wow. And Paula knows that I like details, so she likes them too, by the way. But, and here it's just done in such a minimalistic way, but it still works. And I really like to see that she used those paintings as well, because earlier we've seen them in another build too, which was also a modern look. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's really funny how she added like the little science thing in the corner over there as a little peek to the telescope, and actually pretty sciencey sim living here. And if you're a fan of her style just like me, or the fan of anyone's style for that matter, I put the names of everyone at the videos so you can just go there and download. This wallpaper, by the way, these tiles, they're so pretty. And upstairs is a bedroom, and yeah, it's a science bedroom because like we saw downstairs, there's a science person living here who is probably a little bit of a geek, and there are so many details in here which I love. And then, oh my god, there is Yoda. She put Yoda there. Baby Yoda. Thank you, Paula, for putting Baby Yoda in my build. Yeah. I mean, there's a major telescope, but the Baby Yoda, yeah, that did it for me. You sold me on Baby Yoda. Yeah. I mean, I do like the fact that there's another easel over here. I mean, not another, but in so many people's builds there is an easel on the deck, which I love. I really like that. So thank you, Paula, for Baby Yoda. And here we go to Kitty's build. And Kitty's picture looks a little bit dark, but that's how it's in the gallery, so sorry. Now with this one I also got a little bit of that suburban vibe, but more homey. Probably because of the color scheme and all the plants and yeah, the decorations over here. I mean, I would have never thought of putting those round thingies, how do you call that? The round thingies on the doors, but it's really cute, and the doors are still functional, so don't worry. And she used my favorite wallpaper. Like I mentioned, it's my favorite wallpaper. And in combination with white, it really looks nice. And there's a romantic feel to it, which makes it a little bit homey. It's like a country thing, but I can see like a younger family living here, but also like the older family. Like if you would have nifty knitting, you could definitely put like an older couple in here. And then at the same time, if you have like a family from the countryside, you can like move in this young family. Sorry if my voice is a little bit cracky, by the way. I've been outside all day, and yeah, my voice did not cooperate with that. Now I gotta say that tiny living items work really well in tiny spaces, which pretty much makes sense because it's from Tiny Living. But yeah, just putting it out there. Now these lamps, I've never used them. Like never. I don't know why, but I never did. And she used them, so I'm really glad about that. You do have to be a little bit tinier to fit past the bed to go outside, but for the Sims that's not a problem. And I love all the grains she used in this deck area because it's just make everything a little bit more cozy and filled up, and I like details and clutter. And there's a grill. Who doesn't like a grill? I think putting the fountain there is really smart because probably when you play it, it sort of looks like it's going into the pool, which is a really fun detail. and I think she did a really nice job. So thank you, Kitty. And here we have Story Girl 83's build. Now this one reminds me of a little castle, and that's probably because of the bricks she used and the way she made the roof on top. I don't know, it just reminds me of a little castle. Like, I can imagine Princess Peach living here if she was a sim. Yeah. And I really like how the windows and the doors match with a fairy tale kind of look of this place. So I almost placed this one in Storybrooke. Is it Storybrooke? I forgot. But this whole place just gives me a little bit of a fantasy kind of vibe. I don't know why. I don't know if that was the intention as well. But like, there's the fairy poster and the colors and everything is just a little magical and stuff like that. I really like that. And the fun thing she did was to change the flooring just like that. I never dared to do that because for me it always turns out weird, but she made it work really well. I mean, there's even this little corner downstairs to watch telly and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. It's tiny living stuff, but yeah. And honestly, the color scheme of the tiny living stuff is a little tricky to work with, so I think she did a really good job with that. Now she did use nifty knitting, so I'm not sure which items I'm completely missing, but I reckon there was something on the shelves and maybe a little bit more downstairs. But I cannot see that because I don't have nifty knitting, so yeah. And this bedroom is why I mentioned Princess Peach, because it's pink, and Princess Peach is all about pink and stuff like that, so yeah. Now, if your sim likes to party, this is also the lot to be because, well, yeah. I mean, I love it, all cute and then bum. Thank you, Story Girl. Nice build, I love it. So here we have Jessie Lilly as this build, and this is actually the new residence of the Goth family, which somehow kind of worked out though. Because I didn't realize while placing this, but it kind of has this airy vibe, which kind of matches the Goth family very well because, well, we all know the Goth family, so yeah. I just wanted to show all sides of this house though, because the detail on this is really cool. Maybe I'm gonna place the Story Girl house next to this one though, just because the contrast will be really fun to see, because one is really cute and light and this one is a little bit more dark. So yeah, there's Mortimer on the couch, just chilling. And I love how she incorporated the color schemes she used outside with the browns and the greens and the dark colors all the way to the inside, because the wood comes back over here and so does the green, and just the whole vibe of it, it's really nice. It makes you feel like a little bit more Victorian, even though, well, there's not really a Victorian era in the Sims packs or something like that, but it really works out. Now I do see a lot of you guys using the yellow and black items. Maybe I should just dive into those a little bit more as well. So yeah, this is really inspiring for me as well. I say as well so many times, so sorry. I just like how she put all the details in there, and the pictures don't really do it justice to put it like that, because there's so much thought that went into this as well. Like the little box and the bed and stuff like that, just sizing down. It takes a lot of time to get that on the exact right spot. And I had no clue that it would actually still be functional to put an item on a bed. And I love this little fireplace on the deck outside. It's just so perfect for those colder summer nights or autumn nights, and you're just sitting outside and you want to be a little bit warmer, but you still want to enjoy the sunset. It's really cool. So yeah, Jessie, thank you very much for doing this one. I really enjoyed watching everything, and yeah, just go check it out, guys. Now the last one in Willow Creek is from Cali Sims Productions, and she did a really detailed job with the little creek over there and the little bridge. It's really cute, and it really does give the modern cottage kind of feel because of the color scheme and the use of bricks. And I love how it's modern, but yet you do have to do your own laundry and dry it by hand because, well, yeah. I mean, I love this though. I love water elements in any build. I'm a sucker for waterfalls myself, but yeah. And I think it's so cute how she placed like the little keys by the door, just as if you would save your keys over there in real life as well. It's really fun. I mean, the amount of details that she put in this is really to my liking because, like I mentioned, I love details and clutter. Yeah, I can go overboard with it, but I think she has a really nice balance in this one. The color scheme works really well and nothing seems out of place. So I really like that. And I never actually thought about putting a little towel on top of the counter on the wall, but she did, and that really just, I'm gonna steal that idea though. Yeah, I am. Now this toilet is a one toilet and it has a broom in there. Like, why? It's brilliant though. Like, let's put a broom in here because we can. Just because we can. Isn't this Sims amazing? Now this kids room, you guys, it's adorable. It is. There's so much to see over here. It's just, I don't know, it's perfect. It's perfect for a little kid to hang out and learn stuff and go to school and come home and talk to your bunny. I think it's adorable. And the colors just really work nicely throughout the whole house. I mean, there's the browns and the blacks and the more neutral colors, but also, I don't know, it's really homey. It's really cozy, and it just makes you want to dive in there. And I do have to admit that probably the couch is one of my favorite items from the Eco Living pack, so I'm really glad to see that on one of the shelves too. Now the master grill downstairs is brilliant. It suits the whole modern but yet cottage kind of feel. Cottage. Weird word. And there's a worm house, or a bug house. I have to admit, I never used it. I still have to try and use it, but look at this light. I had to show you this light in the dark, so there it is. And now up to Windenburg. So the next few houses are over here, and the first one is by Natalie, 290512. I said O instead of 0 because anytime I see numbers matched together like that, it reminds me of 90210. But yeah, that's me. Now this house is perfect for Windenburg. Look at this whole thing. I mean, it's not supposed to be anywhere else but Windenburg. You can disagree with me, but no, it belongs here. Now I love these curtains. I love how she used them because I always have troubles using them. I never find a way to make them fit or match, but she did it so well that it actually brings the room together and it doesn't look out of place, which I think is really impressive because they're tricky curtains. And she even sneaks in a little study area underneath, well, not underneath the stairs, but besides the stairs, which I think is a really smart use of space. And she used also just so many details, which I love, and it all works together really nicely. The staircase over here has a little pet bowl on the bottom, which is perfect if you want like a dog or a cat in there, or a raccoon or anything like that. I still think it's hilarious how we can have raccoon and foxes though. Now this could definitely be a crazy cat lady house because there's a single person bed and there's the cat stuff. So if you have a crazy cat lady and you want her to be in Windenburg, get this house and put her in there. Just do. Because every crazy cat lady needs a walk-in closet like this. I mean, I know I do. I don't have the room for it, but you know. I did just realize that a place is on a lot where 3 people live, and I have no clue how they're going to do that with sleeping arrangements. But yeah, that's just a little side detail, not too important. Now, if you do want to have a crazy cat lady party, this place is perfect because there's a pool, there's a bar, there's all kinds of things to have fun with, and there's a chess table. So, I mean, go nuts. And I almost missed this litter box. I almost did, but I didn't, so here it is. So thank you, Natalie, for this perfect house in Windenburg. I mean, look at it. It's cute. Now next up is Dry 26, or better known as David. Hi David. I'm just so glad that he decided to be nice on my builds because he did a Goldilocks theme, and I mean, come on, the creativity of this guy, it's out of this world. Now the sim you see is my base sim that is actually called MarronStone, but I think I'd use her for this one because she's a blondie and she's curls and she's a perfect Goldilocks for in here. I mean, look at the bear. The bear is stealing a backpack and perfume bottles and doing all kinds of things in there. It really is just such a cabiny kind of feel with all the woods and darker brown colors and the bear chair, and I don't know, it's just, he mentioned Goldilocks and I had no idea what to expect, but this is perfect. There's even the oatmeal little trays on the table, and he doesn't do himself enough justice though. I mean, this is pretty cool. I mean, there's even a little bear on the top floor over here, and first you think, oh, the bear is going to be playing with a mirror, and I didn't figure it out yet, but I saw the shoes and I thought there was just shoes over there. And I mean, it looks like the shoes are on the bear. They're not, but there's Goldilocks. I mean, behind the mirror. How brilliant is that? It really made me smile. And all the home crafted objects he used in this one, it just blends so well with this build. There's even like the outdoor shower that's actually being used inside, and I don't know, I really like this build. It's really creative, and there's the birdie house, or the bee house, what was it? Yeah, the bee thingy. And the horseshoe throw stuff, and a campfire. I like it. Yeah. Thank you, David. Now the last one is by Octopus, and she actually put the one in Glimmerbrook. That was it. Glimmerbrook, not Storybrook. Wow. Okay. But it also really works in Winterberg, so I did not want to have it anywhere else than Winterberg. Now I love the detail of this little area. There's like this clutter area outside to put your stuff in storage kind of ish thing, for when you're not using it. So there's chairs in there, and there's a grill in there, and you can pull it out and just use it whenever you want, like you would in real life. There's so much thought and details into this build that I did not expect at all when I first like decided to do this shell challenge thing. I mean, you guys are blowing my mind like every single time. Like, you know, I see these houses for the first time now, and I just love it. And the color scheme in here just works really well too. You guys are just really creative, and I don't know, I like seeing this stuff. It makes me happy, so thank you guys for doing this. Now I forgot the name of this family, but you know who it is because, well, that guy is in there. I completely blanked out on names because I'm just in love with all your builds. Yeah, this kitchen, I love the color scheme too. Like, there's this little purple kind of color that I always have trouble with using, but here it really works. So I think I'm going to play around with that color a little bit more in my own games as well, just to see what works and what doesn't, because I think Octopus did a really good job with that. And there's the suitcases with the little sakura tree, and it's like they went on holiday to Snowy Escape, which I don't have, but yeah. And just came back, and they live here on normal basis. It's really fun. I like the little thoughts you can put behind the details in each house. I really enjoy that. And even though this is a little bit of a darker color scheme, it still feels cozy and nice and warm somehow. She really made that work. He or she, I'm not sure, sorry. Let me know please if I do any wrong pronouns or something like that, because I do want to get it right. So thank you, Octopus, for that little house in Winterberg. Now the last build is going to be in Del Sol Valley, which I like because I never really use this neighborhood. I kind of forget about it. Yeah, sorry, Del Sol Valley. Now this one is by Caddy Wu, and Caddy is one of those people who makes me feel like I'm not the only one, and that is because she can go overboard just like me. And in her case, it's pretty much this kind of style, which I kind of love. It's with the arches, and she has a way of making them blend together really nicely. And in this case, it turned out to transform my shell into a very luxury house for famous sim or something like that. And I think the family that lives here, like the Bailey Moon family, actually kind of work with this house too. I mean, her tiger prints and everything like that, and then this whole white stuff, and I like it. And like, there's this little boat over there, which I kind of see as a reference to a build she did before, where she turned one of Jessica's shells into a boat, and it kind of looks like that boat. So that's pretty fun. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. I like that each build just shows your characters and your styles of building and decorating, because it's all so different, and one is not better than the other or something like that. They're all like really, really good. And I think a build like this one just shows how diverse everything can get. You can get the simplified, well, not simplified, but the modern minimalistic kind of look, or you can go all out and do something crazy like this. And I do have to say, the pictures do not do this one justice everywhere, because there's just so much to see. But I tried to make pictures from every place that I thought, like, okay, this is an important detail and that's an important detail. So you get a really good view of everything in total. I mean, look at the little fairies on the fireplace. That's just adorable. It is. And the lighting is just so cool in this game, on this lot, in this world. I really have to play with this neighborhood more often. I mean, this lighting, don't you like it? It's just perfect lighting. And she used like so many items that I never really use because I always have trouble using them, like the potted plant things over here on the deck, which are the bowls, and they're just odd for me to use because of the shape. But she made it work really nicely, and even the little flower pots on the rooftop is adorable. Now I want to thank everybody for entering. I hope you enjoyed my tour shell because this is the first time I did this and I'm pretty nervous about it, but I hope you like it. And the December shell is up in the gallery as well. So if you feel like doing something Christmas wintry, go check it out, and I hope to see you around next time.